Happening now, city lawmakers sign a new local law aimed to get more property taxes on the rolls in Jamestown. The Yankees force Game 6, and George Borrello and other Republicans launched the Jamestown Republican headquarters.
And I'm Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. We got a lot of sunshine on tap for today, but how long will that last? I'll have your forecast coming up in a few minutes.
That's News Now for October 19th, 2017.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
And a happy Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's our top story. City lawmakers introduce a new local law in Jamestown that will hopefully put more property taxes back into the community. Jamestown Mayor Sam Teresi signed local law number 2 on Wednesday, which incentivizes people who renovate abandoned or dilapidated properties. Teresi says the real benefit to the community comes in the form of renovating or stabilizing neighborhoods.
Hopefully making something positive happen on a structure, in a structure that is having a blighting impact on the rest of the neighborhood, or on a vacant lot where structure was recently torn down that is having a blighting impact on the surrounding neighborhood. In a lot of instances, the demolished properties, it's better to have the structure gone and be an imminent public health and safety hazard for things like arson or damage due to weather, or people getting into the structure and having harm done to them being in a structure that can't be secured. So demolition is warranted, but sometimes the vacant lot can be almost as big of a negative influence on the neighborhood if it's not being picked up and owned and taken care of by somebody.
Now we have county reaction as well. George Borrello, who is a hopeful for Chautauqua County executive, says there's a new approach that New York State is taking to help citizens in the city's size of Jamestown.
Individual buys a distressed property and they're going to fix it up, bring it up to code, and live in it, that they can receive tax abatements for up to 11 years. It's really a great program, because one of the issues that we have, one of the challenges we have in Jamestown is that you have about 50% of the residential property in Jamestown is rental, and in most cases it's absentee landlords. So this will help encourage people to buy distressed properties, turn it into their own home, and then live there. And because nobody takes care of their property better than someone who owns their own home.
Now, Borrello says the county plans to vote this into law, something that Jamestown already voted into law, next week. Well, a Jamestown woman who lost her daughter and her husband to suicide says she has formed a peer-to-peer group. Katina Chamberlain Glenn joined us for a very special Facebook Live on Wednesday night.
Yes, I reached out after my daughter passed away to parents that have lost children. And I started a group called Parents of Angels, so we can all come together and have a peer-to-peer support group.
Talk about Jamestown High School, the board meeting last week,
yes.
The challenges of that, trying to get your word out, and talk about some of the communication you've had back and forth with the school over the last year or so.
I went to the school last year to do an assembly on suicide awareness and prevention, and like I said before, it was the football. The football it took priority over what needed to be addressed, and I'm going to change that this year. It'll be taken care of if I can help it.
Now, if you or somebody you know is in need of help, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. That number is 1-800-273-8255. Assemblyman Andy Goodell is discussing rental properties and the perception versus reality when it comes to what a slumlord is and what they aren't. Goodell says not all landlords in the city of Jamestown are slumlords.
It's not the case. So the city has a fairly comprehensive building and safety code and a zoning code which they can enforce. And those are normally civil rather than criminal enforcement actions. And so they can fine, for example, the landlord if they're not maintaining the property in accordance with the zoning and building code. If the violations are serious enough, the city has the power to actually shut down the property.
Now, the Office of Attorney General of New York State fields tenant rights complaints. You can find his form or their forms on the Attorney General's website. Now we get in check with forecaster Dakota Hunter, who has a first look at a beautiful weather forecast. Dakota, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Ryan. And man, we've got a lot of sunshine on tap for today. Let's take a look at the day planner for today. And again, we're going to be, and I hit the button one too many times. Let me go back one more and hit the button one more time, and my graphic should come up. All right. Well, anyway, we got a lot of sunshine for today, and I'll have the full forecast. Hopefully my graphics will work coming up in a few minutes. Back to you, Ryan.
All right, fantastic. Dakota, great job. Thank you very much. Be right back with more News Now on WNY News Now. All right, men make more than women. New York women were paid 86% of what men made in 2016, according to new federal data. Report Monday from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics found that the median weekly income for women working full-time was $840 last year, compared to what men brought home, which was $975. The lowest was in 2015, when women made about 79% of what men made in New York State. Over the last 37 years, national earnings between sexes has shrunk about 50%. Straight ahead, county Republicans hold an open house, and later a man faces drug charges after being busted with a whole lot of LSD.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
We've lowered property taxes, we've got growth, we've got jobs, we've got financial stability, but I could never, ever look any one of you in the eye if I wasn't confident that there was someone ready to go, not someone that needs to learn on the job, not someone that needs a job and, hey, maybe we'll try county executive. And that person is standing next to me. It's legislator George Barillo.
On Wednesday, the Republican Party opened its Jamestown headquarters. County Executive hopeful George Barillo spoke to our Justin Gould about how his campaign is coming along.
Really now, it's all about getting out the vote, because I announced back in April, so it's been a long road, but now here we are less than 3 weeks out, and it's all about reminding people when the election day is, November 7th, reminding them that there is an election this year, and reminding them that really it's the most important thing you do as an American citizen to exercise your right to vote. So we're going to inform people, we're going to motivate people, and we're going to get them out to vote on November 7th.
Now, Barillo says they are holding another event at his Fredonia headquarters. For more, visit his Facebook page, George Barillo, 2 R's and 2 L's. A trial date is set in the Rebecca Ruiz murder case. The Dunkirk Observer, is reporting that the 28-year-old Ruiz's trial will begin in March. She's accused of shooting her then 21-year-old boyfriend, Julian Duhlman, back in July. She faces a plethora of charges, including second-degree murder, criminal possession of a weapon, and tampering with evidence. A little man is busted with a whole lot of LSD. Little Valley man, is facing charges after deputies caught him with 29 dabs of LSD. Erie County Sheriff's deputies say they stopped 21-year-old Jeremy Bordina, and that was about 12:30 on Route 219 on Thursday. After investigation, they found he had 29 tabs of LSD on a piece of cardboard. His passenger was also busted with 2 bags of marijuana. Both face drug charges. Bordini sits in an Erie County holding center at this hour.
Now, your first defense forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Well, good Wednesday. Well, today's Thursday. Good Thursday, everybody. Let's take a look at the daily forecast one more time. Hopefully it works. There it is. And we're going to be around 61 degrees at noon. We'll top out around 68 degrees, and then we'll ultimately fall down to around 58 by the time we hit around 7 o'clock tonight. Take a look at all that sunshine, and take a look at the wind, too. Could have a healthy breeze out there as well, so it's going to feel a little bit cooler when you've got those winds taking into effect as well. Weather headlines. We're pretty much going to be warm throughout the remainder of the week. Got a lot of sunshine for the remainder of the week as well. We get back into a fall time pattern for early next week. Again, we got that wintry precipitation possible Wednesday night and Thursday. Note all the question marks here. That is an if at this point. We'll keep watching, and of course we'll keep you updated on that as well. First Defense Doppler, nice and quiet once again today. No precipitation to speak of. And out at the airport right now, it's 57 degrees. Feels like 57. Combine it with that healthy southwest wind at 12. The gusts are actually around 20 miles an hour, and we got 10-mile visibility. Nice sunshine there at the JCC dorms out there on this Thursday. So your First Defense forecast for this Thursday, sunshine aplenty. Just another gorgeous day out there. We'll shoot for a high of around 68 with that south wind, 9 to 15. And then for tonight, mainly clear skies, 43 degrees. And then for tomorrow, sun, sun, sun. And it'll be even more warmer. We'll shoot for a high of around 70 degrees with a very light wind. So we won't have that wind kicking in around either. Now here's the weekend planning forecast. I know it's only Thursday, but we're looking ahead to the weekend. Take a look at that. Mid-70s throughout the weekend with plentiful sunshine. And that is just going to feel great for all the weekend festivities that you have planned for this weekend. On the 7-day forecast, we've got those warmer temperatures for the weekend, but we bring in the rain again for early next week. And look at the temperature drop off. We get into the upper 40s by this time Wednesday afternoon. Ryan has sports right after the break, so please stay with us.
Chautauqua Audio Works now offers instrument rentals starting at just $17 per month. We're your school's band and orchestra headquarters, the only place with loaners on site. So pick up an instrument today. Order online with the keyword Chautauqua, shipping straight to your door. With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Located in the St. Elmo building in Chautauqua Institution, La Familia Restaurant is more than a restaurant.
So people love the fact that we are committed to the farm-to-table aspect in our produce and focus on sustainability with our seafood too.
La Familia has signature dishes.
Sirloin filet over on the table. Next is our Aegean chicken and a cider brine pork chop.
La Familia even has a singing chef. La Familia, fine dining with a family atmosphere. Let them host your special event today. LaFamiliaCHQ.com.
In the Bronx, the Yankees looking to force a Game 6 on Friday in Houston, and they did just that. Masahiro Tanaka got the start for the Yankees. He would not disappoint. Aaron Judge, RBI double to left off of a Houston starter, put the Yankees up 2-0. And then the bomb right there. Gary Sanchez, solo home run to left, put the Yankees up to stay 5-0. They would go on to win 5-0. Game 6 for Joe Girardi and the Yanks in Houston on Friday.
As I've said, being back here, watching our fans brings back a lot of special memories for me as a player, and it's just, I try to soak it in as much as possible, paying attention to the fans and the noise that they're making, and they've been a big help, so it's really good.
Well, the Dodgers could have swept the Cubs to go to the World Series last night, but the Cubs weren't having it. Danny Baez goes deep, his second home run of the game at the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cubs are up, and they would go up to stay. The Cubs win 3-2. Game 5 tonight in Wrigley Field. I think we're going to make this a regular feature on sports every morning. Wizards hosting the Sixers. The Wizards control the rebound. Bradley Beal goes up, and look at that alley-oop to John Wall. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is my play of the day for Thursday, October 19th. A beautiful throwdown by John Wall, the former Kentucky Wildcat, and the Wizards go on to beat the Sixers. Our Brooklyn Nets get a little bit of a setback last night. Look at Jeremy Lin drive into the lane, putting up the layup over Miles Turner. who's called for goaltending. Lynn would leave the game after coming down hard. He had 18 points and 4 assists at that point. The Pacers going to beat the Brooklyn Nets 126-118. By the way, the Knicks take on Carmelo Anthony and the Oklahoma City Thunder tonight at 8 p.m. as they open up the 2017-18 season. From the WNY Sports Now desk, I'm Ryan Hedrick, where it all unfolds here.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had. The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
All right, some very exciting stuff coming from the Main Landing, but I digress. So it was an unusual win for one Jeopardy player. The final question had all three components, all three contestants stumped on Wednesday. The only country border that borders both the Caspian Sea and the Persian Gulf, Manny Abel bet all but $1. That dollar made him a winner after all the other contestants wagered and lost everything. It was only the second show, Dakota, only the second show in the show's history that someone won with the dollar. And in case you were wondering, the answer to that
was Iran.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Did you know that if I didn't cue you for that?
No.
Okay.
Well, actually, I did watch that episode. I mean, I'm a huge game show fanatic, but quite frankly, I'm not a huge fan of Jeopardy. But let's be honest, there's nothing else on at 7:30. So, I mean, what else are you going to watch at 7:30?
And that's how they've won for so many years, right? There's nothing on at that time slot. But I can hear the Jeopardy theme in my head, which producer Justin Gould loves, because now you can hear the...
And he's saying it in our ear.
So, what is... You just said it's copyrighted stuff. Okay, we're going to stop and transition to weather. Beautiful Thursday. It is Thursday, right?
Yes,
okay.
I do believe so.
We've checked all components. It is Thursday. What does the 5 to 7 day look like?
Well, let's take a look at the 7 day one more time. So for the next 7 days of your life, we've got those warmer temperatures throughout throughout the remainder of the week. And take a look at those temperatures on the weekend. 74 Sunday. Actually on Saturday, 75 on Sunday, but don't get used to it, because take a look at the rain that comes back for early next week and look at the temperature drop off. We get back into that below average kind of fall feel. And again, there is that potential, this could change. There is that potential for some of that rain snow mix Wednesday night into Thursday morning, but we'll keep our eyes on it.
Are you serious? Unbelievable. I was banking on that not happening until after Halloween, but maybe we're not going to get that break. And that's News Now for today. We're back on Friday. For news 24/7, visit WNYNewsNow.com, where coverage comes first. Have a great Thursday afternoon, everybody.
See you tomorrow.